This presentation explores the passing of an ancient learning. We will examine how ego-based thinking is unlearned and how a new vision emerges. Drawing on A Course in Miracles, we will treat the mind as a classroom and study a structured path from fear and separation toward a stable awareness of love. The mind functions as a classroom in which we select our teacher. The ego's ancient learning trains us in separation, defense, and fear. The Holy Spirit's new learning trains us in unity, extension, and love. Our daily task is diagnostic, to notice which curriculum we are following in any situation. Ancient learning rests on the belief that we are separate from God and from one another. This belief generates a pyramid of emotions: separation at the base, guilt in the middle, and attack at the top, all fueled by fear and grief. Understanding this structure helps us recognize ego dynamics in real time. The ego depends on a distorted use of time. It pulls guilt from the past to justify anger now, and then projects that guilt forward as fear of the future. This loop obscures the present moment, where change is actually possible. Our work is to interrupt this cycle and reclaim the present as neutral. Here we compare the two curricula as a diagnostic framework. The ego is built on separation and guilt, using projection and attack, past guilt and future fear, aiming at death and specialness. The Holy Spirit rests on unity and innocence, using extension and miracles, the present instant, and a goal of awakening. The holy instant is a decisive shift into the present. In this moment, we suspend our investment in the body, the past, and faithlessness. Time's continuum is briefly broken, allowing the present to stand alone, whole, guiltless, and free of history. This is the experiential doorway out of ancient learning. Unlearning requires a new definition of forgiveness. First, we notice a perceived attack. Then we pause, refusing the ego's interpretation. Next, we bring the darkness of our judgment into the light of a higher perspective. Finally, the miracle occurs. We recognize that no real harm happened, and the mind is healed. Every interaction is a training opportunity. The ego uses relationships to confirm separation. The new curriculum teaches that how we see, think of, and treat others is how we see, think of, and treat ourselves. Each meeting can therefore become a holy encounter in which we practice shared identity. A key step in unlearning is releasing the special relationship, which the ego uses to take, possess, and exclude. The Holy Spirit repurposes relationship to give, share, and reveal truth. By surrendering specialness, we allow our relationships to become collaborative spaces for mutual healing and learning. The mind is presented as a temple with an inner altar. Ego learning has filled this altar with idols of fear and guilt. Unlearning is the disciplined willingness to bring every dark or secret thought into the light of awareness. Since light and darkness cannot coexist, exposure itself becomes purification. We cannot alter reality, but we do choose the lens through which we interpret it. The ego's lens distorts events into evidence of separation. The Holy Spirit's lens translates the same events into opportunities for healing. A practical discipline is to invite the Holy Spirit to decide for us how to see. As ancient learning passes, perception crosses a bridge from illusion to what A Course in Miracles calls the real world. This is not a new planet, but a new way of seeing. The real world is the purified remainder of perception once fear is removed, the final, stable viewpoint before direct knowledge. The final vision recognizes that the supposed separation from God never truly occurred. The entire ecosystem is understood as a passing dream. Atonement is this realization that reality remained unchanged. From this perspective, only the unaltered purity of the Son of God is seen, in ourselves and in all. Unlearning is consolidated by extension. When we offer miracles, corrections of perception, to others, we reinforce our own healed vision. The light in the mind cannot be hoarded. It is kept only by being shared. Practically, this means teaching only love in our attitudes, communication, and decisions. We conclude with the assurance that ancient learning has no lasting power. What remains is knowledge of our shared source. The journey is collective. We awaken together to the same timeless reality that has always been. In corporate terms, this is a complete cultural shift from fear-based to love-based thinking.